Hi guys, welcome back to another tutorial. It's a girl Blessing. In this tutorial you'll be learning how to draft the picture you saw on the thumbnail. That's an halter neck dress with a open back. So I start by measuring the shoulder measurement, which is 14 inches, okay, and the neck width of 3 inches, okay. So I just want to do a basic pattern a little bit before I do the alteration, just so you are not confused, okay. So I came down by 6.5 as a chest line, okay, and I also went in at the chest line to measure the shoulder measurement of 14 inches. That's 7 into 2, okay. So I came down by 3.5 inches for the neck depth for the front alone, okay. It's not going to be having a back, so this neck is just for the front, okay. So the next thing we are going to do now is the shoulder slant, okay. Note guys, we don't need this. I'm just trying to let you see how you can do this conveniently without being confused. So the next thing we are going to do now, on the chest line, we'll mark our bust measurement divided by 4, okay, because this fabric is folded into 4. So I added 1 inch as the allowance. So from that point we'll be connecting to the shoulder neck. We don't need the armhole, okay, so we connect straight this way to the shoulder neck. All right, so watch the way I place my ruler from the shoulder neck, okay, that's from the tip of the neck to the armhole, okay, the supposed armhole. I hope you understand what I mean, okay. So that is how we draft it. So from that point I came down by 10 inches, so that 10 inches serve as where the back is going to be open. That's from your shoulder to 10 inches downward. That's the depth of the neck at the back. That's the length at which the back is going to be open, is going to be 10 inches, okay. So after cutting straight from that point where the measurement for the bust stop, we are going to be marking all the way down straight, as though we are cutting an A-shaped gown, okay. So I went ahead to cut out the neckline for the front, okay. I decided to turn the fabric this way so I can cut out conveniently without covering the camera. So from the shoulder neck, or from the tip of the neckline, I went down straight just as we have marked it out, okay. Don't get confused, we don't need that part. I'm just doing this because I want to cut out the side parts conveniently, okay. So from that place I stopped, I'll come down as though I'm cutting an A shape, okay. So as I'm going down, I am slanting my hand. This is just a free hand cutting. I'll slant my hand as if I want to cut an A shape, because it's not completely straight gown. So I'll continue like so, and I've cut it out. So after cutting it out, the next thing is for us to cut the back. And to cut the back, remember we say we are coming down by 10 inches for the back, okay. So this is where my 10 inches stop. Now we are still going to fold, okay. When we get there you will understand. So it shouldn't be too deep, since we are still going to be using the same fabric to fold or turn the back. All right, so I'm going to be notching that part where the back stops, so that when we are going to join, that is the part where the back is going to be joining to the front, okay. That is all about the cutting. So let's go right into the sewing part. The next thing we want to do is to go ahead and sew the armhole part like this. Okay, we're going to blend this straight, okay, into that notch. Come to the other side and blend this straight as well into that notch, then we'll fold it. Okay, then for the back, which is just straight, we'll go ahead and fold it in such a way that a tiny elastic can pass through it. So the folding will be a little bit wide for tiny elastic to pass through it. Okay, so after turning the side, this is what we have. Okay, and for the back, this is what we have for the back. The next thing for us is to impute or attach our elastic. So for the elastic, I divide the waist measurement by 2, which I also deducted 2 inches from it so that we can have space for the elastic to stretch. Okay, so I went ahead to pass the elastic through it like so for the back. Okay, so after that, I'll go ahead and secure the elastic with the fabric using the needle. Then I'll place it on the table with the right side facing up, and I also place the front piece on it with the right side facing each other. Okay, so I'll be placing it in such a way that the notch is going to be starting from where the back side is going to be fixed. Okay, don't forget where we notch at the front is where we are going to start attaching the back piece. So go ahead now and sew the side all the way to the hem line. We'll sew the side for the both side. So after that, after joining, this is what we have. You can see how it's already looking beautiful. Okay, I'll turn it inside out so that you can see what we have. All right, that's the front and this is the back. So the dress is almost ready. The next thing we want to do now is to sew our neckline. And to sew the neckline, this is a piece that I already cut out. It's about 2 yards in length, 2 yards. Then the width is 4 inches, and I folded it into 2 equal parts. Okay, I folded it into 2 using the pressing iron. Okay, so the next thing for us is to locate the middle of the piece and also the middle of the neckline. Then I'll place the piece like this on the neckline. Okay, so I'll go ahead and pin it down from the center part all the way to the end of the neckline. Okay, so when I get to that point where the neckline stops, I'm going to notch. Then I'll go to the other end of the rope and sew it inwardly. I'll turn it to the wrong side and sew it inwardly. Okay, I'll go ahead and sew it and stop at that notch where the neckline stop. Okay, I'll do the same to the other side of the neck. That's from the center to the other side. So before I forget, you can use as many fabric as you want. For this tutorial, I used just 2 inches, sorry. All right, so I'll also turn this to the wrong side and sew all the way to where the neckline stops. Okay, so after that, we're going to be sewing down the neckline with just one part of the piece. Okay, then after sewing, this is what we have. You can see what the rope is looking already. Everything is properly sewn inside. So we'll go ahead now to sew the neckline to the rope with just one part of the rope, not the two. If you want to use the two, you can actually use the two, but that means you have to weave the neckline to make it neat. But another method is using one part of the neck part to sew. After sewing, the other part will now be used to cover it up like so. You can see what I have just illustrated with my hand. So we'll do that for the neckline. After that, we'll go ahead to the hem of the dress. Okay, go ahead to the hem of the dress and also turn the hem line. After that, this is what we have. Voila! You can see how beautiful this is looking. Wow. And this is also the back. Wow, this is beautiful. Thank you so much, guys, for always coming back. And if you are new to this channel, please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share, and turn on the notification bell so that each time I post a new video, you will be notified. See you in my next video. Bye.